what? Education to all. They required what should be the technique, what should be the right technique, because now the scenario is changing. Traditional way of teaching is going to be changed. So we cannot go with the same teaching. And being a principal, being a lecturer, I have seen that we generally follow the traditional method. We are not following, we are saying, but there is a lot of difference between doing and explaining. So, am I audible to all of you? Just I want to know, am I audible? My voice is audible, ma'am. Hello. Would you like to anybody? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Hi. So, first question is arising that what are innovative teaching techniques and why it is needed? So, my dear friends, innovative in each and every field is the need or the or. There was a time when what the teacher presented them, student listen and they try to understand. But now the techniques are totally changed. Our learner is creative. Technology is going to be very advanced. What teaching process is not a one-way process. Energy is more in part of the learner, and if teachers are not using the innovative techniques in their teaching, then it is very hard for us to know the potential of the student, to know how we can utilize them in an appropriate way. So, innovative teaching techniques basically revolutionizing the whole teaching process. Why? Because this approach is basically child centered. It helps to involve the child in variety of activities. When the learner is involved in a variety of activities, automatically his left brain and right brain start working. He understand that this now a student. There was a time when we are the crammers, we only cram the content and write down on my answer sheets and passed in the examination. But now the situation, the classroom environment is totally different. Student wants to know something new, and it is the task of the teacher to create such type of environment where they can fully involve the student. So we can say that now it is what should be the teaching. Teaching should be child centered. It should be creative. It should be active. It should be flexible and adaptable, because if it we are the readers, being a teacher, if we are readers, students are not accepting us. And nowadays everyone knows that technology is changing day by day. you know Google is the main guru of all the learners. There was a time when teacher read many books, number of books he read, and he entered into the classroom and imparting education. And now the student don't feel the need of the teacher. They prefer to go to the Google and makes the notes. So the task of the teacher is going to be more and more energetic, more hardworking, and more creative. So it's a collaborative learning where everyone should be involved. It teachers should organize such a gamification of activities, are the experimental type of activities where child or the learner start to think what to do and what to not to do. So every activity should be hand to hand. Teacher should be dynamic. It should create an effective learning environment so that student can learn better and in an effective way. So let's go for further that how and what techniques, how we can make the learning more interesting, more effective. So you can easily understand that now the days teaching is totally changed. There was a time when we are adopting the discussion method, question answer method, other methods. But now what we are adopting different type of teachings, like flip teaching, like we are having a blended teaching, like we are having a group discussions, like we are having a number of innovative techniques which we are brainstorming for the student. So let's go for the innovative teaching strategies. What strategy teachers should follow to develop the interaction with the learner. So interactive and engaging method. Yes, of course. If we are not engaging this learner with us, how we are expecting it is a one-way learn. If we are not involving the for that purpose, how a teacher can involve? And there are number of activities where teacher can focus the attention of the learner by creating discussions, by giving some projects, by involving some activities and giving them some exercise to do it and present it in front of the others. So it becomes an effective way. So what should be the next? Maybe the blended learning, maybe the flip learning, or maybe the interactive sections. And when we are going with the interactive and engaging methods, so visually, really, Yani, I am already telling you now it is individual. If you want your teaching should be effective, so you should create such activities in the classroom as a group. Divide the students, make them involve the students, give them the content, guide them how they can do it, how they can learn it, how they can sort out their problems. Because educational problems, educational, there are many things. Either they are studying education, either they are studying, we can say that social sciences, general science, English, language, mathematics, number of problems are there. So what to do? We have to apply some contest like that. They will play it and learn it. Like in small children, we are using the playway method. But in case of middle class, primary students, we cannot do it. We cannot have that activity involved with the high class. But activity is same, performance is different. How we can involve the learners between the age group of every age group. Like small children, we are using the playway method, but at the higher level, we have to make the activity, plan the activity where student can collect at their own. They are in a position to sort out their problem. They are in a position they can write down the key points. You can see their creative level, how they are handling the problem in a different way and how they do the work in a group. So group dynamic, it affects a lot because whatever the children can do in their peer group or in a group, it affects their personality. So how it works, the point like their level, badges, leaderboards, admissions, everything is there. Why it works? Why we involve the student? There was a time we are talking about the motivation. But in BS section, only our student learn the thing what is motivation and what are the types of motivation. But when I am telling them why you are not applying in the normal classroom, they told me, ma'am, the situation is quite different, totally different from the theory and the practical. Because the time is limited, we cannot do it. That's why we just give the complete the syllabus and make them free. But nowadays, if you are doing like that, focusing on the completion of the syllabus, that means your teaching needs a change. For that purpose, what do you need? You need to make a groups of the student to boost the confidence of the student, bring them motivation because every individual has certain potential to complete it, to work on it, and give them some work and tell them that they can complete this activity in a particular period of time, like is Kahoot class crafts. So you have seen that nowadays teaching is not as simple. Every day teacher doing something different. Every teacher is performing something different. Every day, every activity is going to be different. So learning is a simple task, but depends upon the creativity of the teacher, how she or he it makes it more interesting and effective. So next, if we go to the next slide, so what we feel that engaging methods, like we should engage the student. How we can engage the student without involving the student? Suppose I'm giving you an example, seedling of the plant. In a science, general science teacher is going to teach her students that yes, seedling a plant like this. But if you are not engaging the student, do some activity. Tell them, collect some seeds from your home, Do this as an activity, how you make the plant, how it's sprouted, how you can use it, how where you can do it, slow how it develops into a plant. This is an activity. Just giving you an example. And if the student work on it, automatically it learns permanent. So, so we have to involve interaction with the student, interaction with the learner, interaction with the learner to teacher. So first find out the solution of the problem from learner to learner. If nowadays you have seen that blended learning is there, flip learning is there. So what is the fun of these learnings, this type of teaching? Because it feels that if we are involving the student, we feel that how they are accepting the challenges, how they work on it, how they present their self. Because we are having a variety of students, we can say that the exceptional children. So if we are dealing with the exceptional children like problematic, like delinquent, like genius, like creative, like inclusive, so all are there. But what we need to involve all the students in one place and help them to learn, help them to improve themselves as much as they can. For that purpose, we have to see in their cognitive level. Okay, how it works. If teacher is just giving them, okay, make the PPT and present yourself, that is not enough. Teacher has to see their potential, their IQ, their intelligence level, their personality. Either they are introvert, either they are extrovert, either they are ambivert. If what type of personality, it is only the in teacher's hand to find out their different ways. And by doing this, involving them in different approaches, in different activities, the student develops the problem solving approach, develops the confidence, develops the decision making. Number of things you can easily understand, because I want to share one of my experience also. Nowadays, I joined government degree college and presented a lecture to my students having the sixth semester, fourth semester, third semester. And when I interacting with them, I am asking them the question and they just down their head. I said, why not you giving me the reply? You are all mature one. You are all having the 20 to 19 to 21 years of age. Still, you are in the same track. Why you are waiting that? They said, ma'am, we're just getting the notes. So we prefer that if any teacher enter into the classroom, she or he should provide us the notes. We go, oh, no, it's a very traditional method. You are having a lot of potential. You are so intelligent. So why are you preferring notes like that? The teacher should dictate the note and you are copying the note and you can learn the notes and give the examination. After the examination, you are passing the examination. You are happy that I have cleared my first semester, fifth semester, sixth semester. So you can easily understand that in this stage, when we are in the 21st century, when we are talking about the competency, when we are talking about the technology, when we are talking, we want to prepare the learner in for to face the challenges of life. Still, there are thousands, lakhs of students are there who are still waiting for the notes. They don't know how to use their brain's creativity, how to use their intelligence, how to change their communication skills. They just want to listen, listen, listen. So I want that handy teacher who should enter into the classroom. She or he must know how to foster the creativity of the teacher as well as the learner. Because if the teacher is not working on the cognitive aspect of himself or herself, it is very hard for that teacher to change the personality, to change the attitude or aptitude of the learner. So, for this purpose, innovative techniques means involvement of the learner, means flip teaching, means total we can encourage the student as much as we can, because student life is very precious. We are the teachers who are preparing the learner for the future. And at the age of 22, they are still, they don't know what to say and what to speak, how to speak, how, look, if their communication skill is not developed, how they can handle the society, how they can prove useful asset in the society. After graduation, I have seen, I have the experience that after graduation, they start thinking what to do. Yeah, either do the PG in which subject, either not. But I don't know nothing. I don't know how to appear in the interview. I don't know what to do. So at the end, you see that they are not as much as their energy develop, which we require at the age of 21, 22, 23. And still, there are many students whose energy is very high at the age of adolescent. They do. But if being a teacher, if we are not utilizing their energy, it is very hard for them that we are not giving them the right direction. So interaction and engaging the people, engaging the learner in the right way is very important for all of us. So let's go with the next one, that is personalized and adaptive approach. What should be the personalized and adaptive approach? As I already telling you that we should prepare a roadmap what we want to change among the learner's personality. So, first thing, everyone must know that we should know the strengths and weaknesses of our learner. And if we know the strengths and weaknesses, so we should work on it. We should think on it. We should work on different communication skills, because without these skills, it's not possible to engage our students in a desirable direction. We must know to how to give the self-awareness, because many learners have no idea about the self-awareness. Okay, what is self-awareness and why we need it? So teacher is the only one who can develop the self-awareness among the learner in a different way. So we should work on the students' self-awareness. They should be aware what should be their capabilities, what is their aptitude, which profession they want to do, which profession they want to join, how we can involve them to choose a right profession in their life. So helping teacher manage students more effectively. Yes, in a classroom, it is very hard task for the teacher to manage the student, because learner is very active, very intelligent, and how a teacher can involve for that purpose, what the teacher has to do, teacher has to create such situations where students feel that there is some purpose of my life, I have to do something. And teacher should realize them that you are a unique personality, you are a unique individual, and the need of the all says you have to polish yourself. And how you are polished? When you are involving yourself in every activity which the teacher performed in the classroom, giving the students a say in their own learning journey. Yes, every student, every learner has their own journey. We cannot change the people because they're due to the IQ, due to the aptitude level, due to the intelligence level. So students are different in their different aspects. So we should create such type of environment where we can develop the we can say that uh, learners behavior, learners aptitude, learners skills. And it is very important that we should provide the right knowledge to the right students. Sometimes we are not providing, we are having a limited knowledge, we are not working as much as a sixth standard teacher teaching only the sixth standard book. If you are entered into the class 6 or class 7th, you must have read uh, encyclopedias or good books, so that when you entered in the classroom, you are able to satisfy what the information student is expected from you. So every student wants to improve himself, but the requirement is that it is only the teacher who show the path to the student. Let's go for next. So teacher must have adaptive approach. Like teacher is the one when a child enter into the classroom, it is only the teacher who shape the personality. It is only the teacher who know what is good and what is bad for student. It is the teacher who knows what is the potential of the learner. Everything teacher knows. And if teacher everything know, so teacher, what should teacher should do? Teacher should guide the student. Teacher should motivate the student. Teacher should create such an environment where student can adopt that environment. Teacher should be a friend, philosopher, and guide of the learner so that student can easily discuss his or her problem with the teacher. Teacher should provide the feedback. Teacher should create such type of, we can say that nowadays very apps are introduced, right? The Longo app is there, Smart Sparrow is there, Dreambox is there, Abacus is there, which are helping to sort out the problems of the student. Teacher is there to providing a project student to join this project and tell me that project and show me that project, what innovative ideas you have involved in that project and how you have done this task very beautifully. So teachers adoptive approach is very important for the betterment of the learner or for making the teaching learning more effectively. Next. Okay, so here we are having the benefits. It's a journal, when we are working, when we do the task in a group, what is the result? Sociability develops. Nowadays, when children belongs to very isolated families, nuclear families, where every child is pampered child. And every parents know my child is more intelligent than the others. But it is only teachers know the potential of the child. So teacher knows how to utilize the time, energy, capability, potential, interest of the student. So it is only the teacher who will guide them, who will suggest them, who will behave in a way, such a way that she or he can sort out all his problem. But not only sort out, but also provide them guideline how you can handle your situations and problems in an appropriate way. So innovative techniques, I think, is very good if the teacher is using in an appropriate way. Let's go for next. So, when students are collectively working, what do you feel that? They feel very happy. Ma'am, I have done when teacher asks a question in the classroom. What the result you feel that? Student always develop that he wants to prove uh, intelligent in front of his teacher. So he said, yeah, yes, ma'am, I know. And when they worked in a team, we are organized various types of activity in the school, in the colleges. You have seen that where combined students are involved. We are in a peer group and they make some activities. And when they do the activity, when the prize comes, how they feel happy. Yeah, it's teamwork. So team spirit developed in them. So their involvement shows that how much they are feeling happy. Their leadership skills develop. Their communication skills develop. They are very happy to do the work in a collective way because they like it. They like it to the work at their own. They don't want every time teacher should dictate, or teacher should be authoritative. So teacher should create such type of environment in the classroom. Give them some content, give them some topic. Okay, you can prepare a project on it and guide them from where they can collect the content. Sometime nowadays, everyone is watching the videos, YouTube, many more things are there. In social media, apps are there. They are using because nowadays learner is much more active than a teacher. So artificial intelligence is there. So teacher automatically should be updated with the latest technology and the he or she should learn the new techniques. Every day she should do something new in the classroom, so that students' interest she can sustain in the classroom. Otherwise, it is very hard for a teacher to sustain the attention of the student and provide them the right direction. Let's go for next. Okay, so collaborative and real world knowledge. Yes, nowadays, collaboration is very important, because when they do the things in a collaborative way, you feel that self reflection occurs, communication occurs, problem solving approach occurs, knowledge occurs. They learn to do the things in a peer group. They learn how the effects of the group dynamic. So everything is there. It is only need to channelize the energy of the learner. How we can channelize the energy? Make some groups in the classroom, 6 groups, 4 groups, 3 groups, depend upon the strength of the student. Give them some tasks. Tell them to do these tasks and tell me what should be this in a language lessons. Students do many more things. You can change their communication skills, organize debates. It is very good that you can collaborate the children with the real world, so that they know that by learning the real life situations, they know that how they do the work in a peer. They know what should be the new techniques, how they can learn the things by doing. It's a very simple. They know their reflection, where they stand, and it is only the teacher that who can change or improve the reflection of the learner. It is only the teacher who knows where his learner stands. Okay, so let's go with the next. Yes, engaging activities for teaching. The crossover. Nowadays, number of activities are there. When I open my social media, many more worksheets are there. Why worksheets? Many more agencies are recommending that please kindly use this worksheet for your learners. Kindly use this worksheet for your. Why? Because everyone knows nowadays it is not easier to provide content to students. So student wants something different. They want something. They need something. That type of skills which should be effective. That type skill where students' involvement is they're fully involved. Uh, means when you teach the younger students, they prefer to do the task with the colors. And now younger students, adult students, what do they want? They want some activity, they some energy, they want some excitement. So give them some models, give them some such type of activities. Once I get the chance to visit a Angel Del School, I have seen that students had prepared number of projects, and they showed me that projects, and they're very how they produce the energy, how they produce the light, how they make the lights artificial, they make the characters and many more things. So when I saw, I feel I appreciated them, their activity, and this is done by the student of class first, third, fourth, and fifth. So their task was so interesting and effective. So teacher, the role of the teacher is to create a bridge where the learner can work on various fields and they will enjoy it with the company of his friends, with the company of the teacher. The teacher's guidance is very important. Go with the next. Yes. So always I think problem based learning, because if there is no problem, there is no learning. So whatever the student do or learn, there should be some things where the student has the right to investigate on it, to work on it. Because critical thinking, if we want, the role of the teacher is to develop a critical thinking, decision making, and many more things. How we can develop the critical thinking if we are not assigning some tasks to the learner? So, students, when they work in a team, it should be like that. They should plan the things, they should work on it, they should solve on it. And when they do these type of activities, you feel that their problem solving approach should be developed. They are in a position to sort out their problems. So this is another innovative technique for teaching. Next, please. So problem based. What type of problem teacher should have to given the students? In a normal classroom, teacher is providing giving them some problems. If you are in that position, suppose uh, when we taught the history to the learner, and we are teaching them that struggle, freedom fighters struggle, Chandrasekhar's Azad's role, Jhansi Rani's role. If you are in that position, how you perform that role and how you took the decisions? Dramatization. Student work on it. They feel that, yes, if I'm in that position, how I sort it. So every problem has a solution. If we give them the problem, they are able to sort it. If we are not providing them any problem, we are giving them the ready-made dose of knowledge, it is not possible we can sort out. Yeah, we can help them to sort out your problem. So for this purpose, we have to work on it. And yes, technology enhanced learning. Yes, blended learning. What is blended learning? And instructional technology, instructional strategy, where teacher is giving the instruction to the student, how you do the things, how you use things. I already told you that nowadays system is totally changed. Learner is not dependent on teacher. Learner is dependent on Google. Learner know how to get the information because nowadays he use the mobile phones, he use the laptop, he is the aware of the technology. What he needs, he put down the Google and get the answer of each and every question. So teaching, this is the responsibility of the teacher to create that task where he can utilize the technology in an appropriate way. If teacher is providing them the task, automatically they can start off. So technology nowadays is very useful if we can utilize it in an appropriate way. And excessive use of each and everything is harmful. So involve your student in the technology because it is the need of the hour. But on the other hand, always prefer to involve the student their cognitive level so that they can collect the content not only by the technology but they also know how to utilize these things in a desirable direction. So next, so how technology enhanced learning? You know, cloud based technology, like nowadays our brain is also like a machine. It works like that. Everything is in our brain. We made the computer, but computer we is used by us. But you know, the whole we are totally depending on the technology. Whatever we need, all signal comes and goes from the from this ways. So whatever the data we are collecting, from the social media or from the computer or from the network, it should be reliable. It should be under the supervision. Nowadays, smart class, smart board, technology is used there, and teachers know how to use it. Teachers know how to utilize the intelligence level of the individual in all such type of activities, and what activity they will do. Because technology should be the resource, so that their cognitive level should be developed properly. They are able to sort out or utilize their potential in an appropriate way. Okay, so technology enhanced learning means we should give the project like PowerPoint presentations, like Excel, how to make the Excel. Their business skills should be developed, and so many other activities which they can improve their communication skill by using the technology. So technology, the use of technology only knows the teacher, but how to use it, the teacher should guide the learner how they can use appropriately the technology. So next, okay, so how technology enhanced learning. You know, many models nowadays presentation I'm presenting through the Zoom classes are presented through. During COVID, you have seen that everyone entered into the technology, either they know it or not, having a little knowledge, but still they use it. So technology becomes a part and parcel of the learner. So they are using it. Experimental learning is there. Online, mock tests are there. Many tests are nowadays conducted by the online. So teacher has to prepare the learner. Teacher has to aware the learner. Without technology, nothing is done. Nowadays, biometric attendance is there. We are using the technology. Students portal is there. They are using the technology. Many more things which involve online. Everything is connected. The world is connected with the technology. So, being a teacher, we have to enhance the knowledge of the learner, that how they can use appropriately and the technology. Next, jigsaws learning. What are jigsaws? Jigsaws, where we make the group and we give them some puzzles. We give them some activity and help them how they can sort out these activities in a group. So for that purpose, it is very important that how they collect the information, how they collect the like India. Okay, so if suppose you want to teach the student in India, rice producing states or the wheat producing states or the sugarcane or something else in geography, so give them the group, collect them the information. Which state is famous for this? Which state is famous for this? Which rice is producing in which state? So automatically they are collecting the things. They work in like that. So when they learned the techniques, automatically it is easier for the teachers, because student wants to do something. It is the task of the teacher to involve them. Next, so many questions, open-ended questions should be asked. If teacher should ask the students, now there are multiple choices there. Nowadays, in after complete undergraduate tests are there, B.Ed entrance tests are there, PG tests are there, job tests are there, batteries. Okay. So every test are there. It is the task of the teacher always provide the open-ended question where student think about it. If you were the like that, then what will you? If you were the Hitler, then what type of administration? If I will make the Prime Minister of India, what changes you can bring in the society? So many things teacher can perform, many things student can do. So it depends upon the strength of the students. So next, please. Flipped classroom teaching. Flipped teaching is very important. Again, we are giving them the content. You can prepare at your own. Teacher can provide the topic, teacher can provide the content, everything teacher can do it. And ask the student to engage this activity, to perform this activity, and where they need assistance, it is only the teacher who give them the assist them. And after doing such experiments, they can show it, and it reflects how much energy, how much their brain, how much their right brain left when they are used it. Okay, so everything should be given if a teacher wants. Next, quick response codes are there. Quick response nowadays within minutes. Yes, buzzer the bell. Yes, oh yeah, yes, 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 yes. Brainstorming sessions there. Survey data is there. Scope of material is there. Fast vote is there. Connect to Google Maps are there. So quick response code nowadays. If you suppose student want to, it is very hard for a student to learn. And then what they will do? Nowadays I have seen books 4th, 5th, 6th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. There is a QR code, and when you go with the QR code, you get the site where this online book is available, where these videos are available. You can use it. So this is very nowadays very good technology, which helps to the learner, which helps the teacher. Without having the books, they can use it. Okay, go with the next. Inquiry based learning. Inquiry based learning. Just a minute. Just a minute. So, inquiry based learning, it depends on the constructive teaching, constructivism. How you can engage the student, how we can explore. That means divide the class in 3 groups or 4 groups, engage them some activity where they feel comfortable, where they feel they are do. And when you involve them, you see that task is there and they can do that all the activities. And when they perform some activity, automatically they explore the things. Their curiosity increase. They are collecting the data, they are collecting the material. And when they explore it, then teacher asks them, explain it group by group. Yes, what you have learned, what you have done. Then they are going to start explain the content. When they are explaining, elaboration is automatically there. And when they elaborate the content, what they have done, then the teacher can easily evaluate the performance of the learner in a class. A group, B group, C group, D group. Anyone you can give them the name. That which group has done much more, and energy, motivation, competition, these type of if we develop these kind of skills in the classroom, nobody can stop the learner to achieve their goals in life. Okay, go with the next. Culturally, yes, culture. You know what is culture? Our style, our way of speaking, our habits, our classroom environment, outside of the classroom environment, teachers' gesture, students' gesture, teachers' way of teaching, students, every act which we are performing in our day-to-day life, including festivals, celebration, birthdays, everything. So that inclusive. where all type of learners are involved. And we all know that all students comes from the various backgrounds. So when they come from the various backgrounds, then actually their culture is totally different. When their culture is totally different, their learning is different, their style is different, their sitting, standing, talking, walking, everything is different. So what the teacher has to do, if teacher wants to teach a student love, brotherhood, fellow feeling, and many moral values, ethics, how they develop, we have to do some activities in the classroom and outside of the classroom. So nowadays everything is doing. We are celebrating Christmas Day, Republic Day, Diwali celebration, Rangoli celebration, many more festivals we are celebrating for that purpose. Why? Because students enjoying them. Students through dramatization, they involve them. Their emotions, their affective domain start working. They are involving themselves. They are learning quickly, actively in the classroom activities. Suppose teacher is going to say that let's do to decorate our classroom, and you know, we are how they learned. Few things which they learn at home, and few things which the teacher is guiding them learn at the school. So do these activities, and when they do these activities, you feel that how much. Yeah. So how they encourage yourself, like organized books, how to organize books in the shelf, how to speak, how to interact with the teachers, how to create a flexible environment. You know, culture, our speaking, our reflection reflect through behavior reflect through culture, and when it reflects, automatically communication skill develops. And when what is the next we are talking about, that is the flexible learning environment. Oh my god, but we are having a fixed timetable. 40 minutes this class, second minute this class, 30 minutes this class, fourth class, the timetable is fixed. We cannot change the timetable, but we can create a flexible environment in the classroom. And how we can create a flexible environment in the classroom? When student or when learner wants something new, and teacher must know how to use different instructional techniques. If teachers know, it will help her to do the things very quickly and effectively. If stimulated, okay. So flexible environment is very helpful for growing the child personality, growing the learner's personality. And every time if you change, it will give the change in the classroom. Student create interest, students interest developed in the classroom. Otherwise it is very hard for us to do to sustain the attention of the student, because after some time they are getting bored and they want to uh, feel no, I don't have interest in this subject because my teacher always teach the same style, having the same way, having the same. So we need that flexibility. We have to create this type of environment where students show flexible in the classroom. Okay. So next, go with the next. Next is nothing. Next is something new. Because thank you is not a word. Thank you is a way where we are going to start something new for a new way. So these innovative techniques, I hope that will help you to create blended learning, adaptive learning, passionate learning, many more things if you really want to enjoy your teaching. So you need to first work on yourself. Think what new you can, how you can present in the classroom. Think that what type of topic, how you can develop in the classroom, how you can give them the child and they can do the things at their own way. Okay, so I hope in a limited time I have given you a lot. I tried to give a lot of information, so you enjoyed it. And, thank you.